Hello everyone. Well, excuse my sweaty, out of breath filming. I just took a break from my run this morning as I wanted to share with you a thought I had as I was moving along. You know, the ancient natural philosophers, that's what they used to call these folks before they were called scientists. The natural philosophers of the ancient world used to be confounded by the orbits of the bodies that they would see, or the movement of the bodies that they would see in the sky at night, and because they would see that there were some of them that kind of wobbled around. For the most part, the celestial canopy above looked like it moved in perfect harmony, and everyone thought that there were perfect circles up there in the world of the heavens, that everything revolved around the earth, and that all heavenly bodies moved in perfect circles around the earth, and that was the realm of God. And they were confounded by 7 wandering, apparently drunken bodies. We call them planets now. And these that would seem to move in erratic movements across the sky. The Greek word for basically a wanderer is the word for planet. And our word that we use now for planets basically comes from the Greek describing this wayward behavior. Well, anyway, what am I talking about here? Well, as I was running along and I was thinking about these wandering planets, oh, there goes a duck. And I'm walking across a narrow bridge. I've got to watch it. Well, anyway, as I was running along, I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about these perfect circles in the heavens, and then and how it confounded the natural philosophers of old. And then along came a natural philosopher, Johannes Kepler, and who was able to make some better sense of this, and came up with it, realized that these planets were actually, he built on the work of Galileo, and basically realized that these planets, these wanderers, were moving in ellipses, and that the heavens could be explained and understood better if we understood that there were no perfect circles, that the heavenly bodies were not moving in perfect circles, they were moving in ellipses. And once that realization was understood, the movement of what we saw in the skies at night made perfect sense, or better sense at least. So why am I talking about this? Well, I'm thinking about this with regards to how you and I live our lives. I don't know about you, but periodically I find myself criticizing myself or getting down on myself for the mistakes that I make. Though my efforts may be my intent may be good, sometimes I'll blow it a little bit. Let me give you an example. I may have a meeting with my boss, and in the meeting I may throw out a good proposal, word it just right, say the thing I want to say, but maybe just after, and I'm proud of myself, I've done a good job, but just at the end there I decide to take it a little too far and throw in another idea or say something else that may ruin the whole thing. You know, basically I talk too much, and that tendency can get me into trouble a lot. I take a perfect effort, or a really well-crafted effort, and just ruin it a little bit, make it a little bit off-center, a little bit elliptical, so to speak. Or I may go for a nice hike and have a beautiful experience and have a wonderful time out, but at the last moment make a wrong choice and wind up on some funky old trail that leads to some place that I don't like very much, and I end up coming home late, and people get mad at me, I miss where I'm supposed to be, or whatever the case may be. Another example of just taking it a little too far, pushing off from the perfect circle, that perfect effort, and finding my way into an ellipse again. Life is full of these types of things where we basically try a little too hard, or we don't do it quite right, and it's not quite perfect. And for some reason, humans tend to focus on that. Though our intent may be good, we blow it a little bit, and then what do we remember after that? We remember how we blew it. How we basically took that attempt at a perfect effort and made it something less than perfect. Now, why is this something to consider in our lives? Well, if you can remember that there are no ellipses, remember the lessons of the ancient natural philosophers, that the heavens and earth contain no perfect circles. Basically, everything is off-center a little bit in some way, and it is the nature of the universe to move in imperfect paths. Your efforts and your actions are bound to be less than perfect. That is just the way things work. And if we can keep that in mind, then we can perhaps be a little less stymied by our memory of the efforts that didn't go quite so well. Ohayou gozaimasu. and be a little bit, maybe a little bit happier in our lives as a result. So I'm going to propose to you that when you're moving through your life, don't expect the world to be perfect, basically. And when it isn't perfect, don't focus on those moments that are less than perfect, as long as your intent was good. If your intent was to deceive or to do something disingenuous or bad, then maybe you have some reason to focus on those things and try to fix those things in your life. Well, what is the reason for your motives? But if your intent was good, if you didn't mean to hurt anybody, if you didn't mean to cause problems, then perhaps look at the majority of the effort that was good and actually was a beautiful, smooth movement. And although it was not a perfect circle, maybe it was in keeping with the natural way of things. It was your best effort and your best attempt, and you should be happy with that. So I'm going to leave you now with the memory of Johannes Kepler and the eccentric orbits of the planets and the eccentric orbits of our lives. That seems to be just the way things are. Okay, I'm signing off for now. Back to my run. You guys have a great day. See you later.